unnamed podcast. I'm Will. Eli, introduce yourself.
Hi guys, my name is Eli.
Charlie, introduce yourself.
What's up, Brelly Nation? I'm Charlie from the YouTube channels Brelly and Brelly Plays.
Colin, introduce yourself.
Hey, what's up? I'm Colin.
That's awesome. Let's have a round of applause, everyone. So, this is our first podcast episode, and we have to have a banger first topic, of course.
What is it?
The other day, my mom found my dildo.
What did she say? Did she use it?
No, she threw it away.
Oh. You didn't throw it away on the camping trip we were on?
No, I
I
would
told
never
you
throw it
to
away.
throw it in the lake so that the fish could use it and nobody accidentally sat down on it.
Alright, so where'd you get this dildo from?
So, my friend Aiden, an Australian, was in town. I was also with Thomas, and we were at a mall, and I was like, Secret Santa's coming up soon. And I have to get this girl who I don't really know too well a present for Secret Santa's. But she's dating one of my best friends, Drew. So, I was like, it'd be really funny to get her a strap-on so she could peg Drew.
I would like that.
That would be
true.
funny. I'd see that and I'd go, haha.
Yeah, but I gave it to her, and she said, I don't want this, and
What?
gave it back to me.
That's ridiculous.
You
I
don't
know.
just reject a present like that.
That's what I'm saying.
I think they should break up.
I think they did.
So, basically, I just kept it in my trunk for the last 6 months.
You've had it in there for 6 months.
You've never used it?
No, I'd bring it out to throw at people like you.
No, don't throw it at me. It's all gross. It's been in the trunk for 6 months, getting bugs on it and shit.
No, it's
It's
sealed
infested
trunk.
with termites. I saw it.
No, it was clean.
No, I saw it during Christmas break. It was clean. I saw it on the camping trip. There were like ants inside crawling around.
Only one person has deep throated it.
Yeah, that was like the worst person you could have done it. What are we calling him? Should we
Luke?
use
I don't
Luke?
know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never called him Luke in my life.
We're going to now.
Yeah. But yeah, my brother was like, hey man, can I use your car because my AC's not working? And I was like, I guess. But I cleaned out all of it, but I had to leave the dildo in there because there's nowhere for me to put it. Like,
butt.
I don't want to sneak it into my room.
In your butt.
No, because it would stick out a little because the ball's on it.
Just put it like sideways. Don't actually put it in your butt.
Oh, okay.
Kind of like hot dog bun it.
But, yeah, so apparently my mom was cleaning out the trunk with my brother and saw, like, a pile of shit over it. Like, I don't know, I had
Actual
soap and
poop.
stuff. Nope, I had soap and stuff in my
You don't
back of my
poop on your
trunk.
pooped?
dildos.
Nope.
On your dildo.
No,
I feel like
no.
that's like bound to happen though, to get a little bit of poop on your dildo.
Right, yeah.
No, I clean out my asshole beforehand.
I don't,
Before you use it?
Yeah.
I thought you said it's never been
Uh,
used.
Oh, fuck!
Oh, we got you. We got you.
I don't think, like, there's always gonna be a little bit of poop, right?
No. You
No,
ever
that's
touch-
a good point.
Maybe that's why the girl didn't want it, because she thought she'd get too much poop on it.
Yeah, but...
If it was poop colored, that wouldn't be an issue.
True.
Oh my god, wait, yeah, if it was brown, I feel like you wouldn't even see the poop on it.
Yeah, the
anymore.
dildo was crystal clear, by the way. I'm not sure if you made that
Oh,
clear.
yeah.
It was like see-through.
Yeah, but, so my mom found it. Didn't tell my brother, but my brother saw she found it, and then he calls me up and like, hey, dude, you have to explain to your mom you're not gay. And so, I came home. And I thought she would mention it right away, but, like, she, like, didn't mention it at all. And then I was like, I heard you found my dildo, Mom. And she was like, oh, yeah. I was like, that was a prank gift for my friend. And she was like, that is so messed up, but thank God.
Thank God you're not gay.
Exactly.
Exactly, I support that.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Already starting out with the hot takes.
Skipping all the other takes and going straight to the LGBT community. They're out.
I feel like I'd like to address Eli's point, though, that everything has a little bit of poop on it.
Right?
Because this is similar to an argument that my friend Luke brought up. That
The same.
your
way?
hands and probably everything in your house has a little bit of cum on it. Right?
Yeah, I can see that.
I mean, just like a little like microscopic bit. Because
It's-
there's no way you can wash all of it out.
That's literally a line from Delta in Chapter 4.
Oh, it
Did you
is.
find the egg in
No, I
Chapter
didn't.
4? The line you wash your hands after you get the egg, because you like draw something. It's the whole thing, and then it says there's still a little bit of pencil graphite on your hand because you can never wash it all the way.
and
If
it's
you
exactly
replace
like
pencil
cum.
Right.
graphite with cum, and
Exactly.
it's the same thing.
Or poop.
And you know, they always tell you to flush your toilet with the cover on, because if you leave it open, then the fecal matter is gonna get everywhere.
Oh, but
all
I
over
like
your
that.
teeth brush, all over your, I don't know, your shower,
Over my glasses?
over your glasses,
Over
even,
your dildo.
over your dildo, and that's why this girl didn't want it.
She's scared of poop. She's never gone.
Hey, girls don't poop, famously.
They don't.
Right. Well, you know, all this talk about dildos has got me thinking about Israel.
They use them a lot down there.
And, you know, as we all know, this might date the podcast a little bit, but Israel and Iran still exist and are, you know, currently fighting a little bit. And so that's got me thinking, like, what if we go to war? And if we're going to go to war, who's going to get drafted? It's going to be Gen Z, right? It's going to be the 18-year-olds.
Is the
But-
draft still a thing?
Yeah, you
It
sign up
is.
for it when, like, what was it?
I thought we got rid of it in the Vietnam War, or was it just for
No,
that
it's back,
war?
dude.
It's
back.
Was it back for like the Iraq War or the
I have
Gulf
no
of
idea.
Mexico?
I have no idea.
Like everyone
Just-
always
it's called
talks
Gulf
about
of
the
America.
draft.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Just-
it was called Gulf of Mexico. Wait,
No.
was it even the Gulf of Mexico or was it the Persian Gulf?
It was the Persian
Gulf. That's what you guys call me out on. I called it the Gulf of America, and it was a completely different Gulf. That
Just
shows how
call
much
all
we
the
know.
Gulfs.
But like, I swear, I did like a research project in 8th grade about the Vietnam War, and like the draft just isn't a thing anymore. And they could always bring it back. They could try to.
Well, it's not, like, a thing right now, but, like, you sign up for it when you, like, sign up to vote.
Okay.
So you're officially signed up for it. So you might
Yeah.
get drafted when the war starts.
Let's go. See, I just don't think. I feel like enough people will just say no to be like, if they're drafted, they'll just be like, I don't want to do that, and they'll take like the $500 fine or 6 months in jail that disloyalty to your country brings you, and like no one will fight. I think
You could say like you're trans or something to get out of it though.
Mm.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd do that. There's too many. They might have it worse than soldiers in Iran in the next few years.
Oh wait.
If we're keeping it 100.
So I think they're ready. I think all the 18-year-olds, if we did have to draft them, I
Mhm.
think they'll be ready to fight.
Will we be fighting against Israel or fighting against Iran? If we're fighting against Iran, no one's gonna want to do it. If we're fighting against Israel, everyone's gonna want to do it.
Yes.
I feel like
That's-
we'd be fighting alongside Israel against Iran.
There would be a lot of friendly fire then.
Yeah. with-
Like unironically, there would be a lot of like Nick Fuentes fans and Hassan Piker fans who are gonna be an Hero and blow up their entire fucking station to kill like 3 Israeli people.
I think that's a war crime.
And not if it takes them out too. Listen, there's a lot of war crimes happening right now. You hear about this nation called Israel?
Oh shit.
See,
You ever
I
heard
just
about
feel like
Gaza, old man?
I just feel like there wouldn't be any friendly fire or any fire at all because these damn kids nowadays would be talking on their phones too much.
Maybe recording
And
TikToks.
exactly, recording TikToks.
They'd be watching Instagram Reels.
There is that old like 4chan green text of like
I know
back
you're
when
talking
like
about- I know you're about to
Pickle
talk
Rick
about.
and Lil Uzi Vert were popular. It was like we're going to war against China, I think. And it's like imagine being a Chinese soldier and just hearing EXO Tour life suddenly blast out, and then a kid with a Pickle Rick sticker on his helmet airdrops on you and guns you down. That's our future. That's what's gonna happen. But instead of China is like we're saving that for 2050. For now, it's just gonna be Israel and Iran.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So maybe brain rot makes them better soldiers.
Yeah, because it like desensitizes them, so they
Right.
don't care about killing people. Like they're not real.
Mm-hmm. Like all the car crash videos on Instagram Reels,
Dude, I love that shit.
I don't even care about people dying anymore because I see it all the time, and I laugh.
It is funny.
I know what I like to do at sleepovers is watch industrial accidents.
Those are kind of depressing, actually.
No, they're kind of funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are fucked up.
Over,
No!
over winter break, I was hanging out with Colin and Will. Colin showed me car crash videos. Will showed me industrial accident videos. And I'm like, oh, I got something for them. And I showed them this channel called Alan Tutorial. And they all agreed that YouTube channel was more disturbing than the actual videos of people dying. And Alan Tutorial is just like a fictional series of mentally disabled people making like phony tutorials in his house by himself. And they thought it was more disturbing.
Okay, but it's not just mentally disabled people. Eventually it gets to the point where they're just like in a horror house and like
Yeah.
You
No,
can't.
whorehouse?
Well, you can't even make out what's going on though. You get, oh yeah, it's a scary thing, but it's so incomprehensible at the end. You get like
Yeah.
3 frames of his legs and arms super bloody, and the rest is just like a dirty room.
Well, what's scarier? The unknown or literal death?
You make a good point there.
Israel is scarier.
I feel like watching Alan Tutorial is like some sort of wicked combination of both. You know, it's like
Mhm.
you don't know what's going on, but you also feel like you're dying.
You got the Israel and Iran together. That's why I'm going to invest in the war.
What does Alan Tutorial think about Israel and Iran? Alan Resnick, what is he? He's probably pro-Iran, I feel like. I follow him on Twitter.
He's pro. We should give everyone nukes. Let them battle it out.
We really need to get Sam O on for the political podcast episode.
Yeah.
And then he can tell us what to think. Because I don't know what to think.
I need someone to tell me what to think.
You want to stop talking about politics and talk about something a lot cooler?
Sure, what is that?
Dude, what's your guys' favorite brass instrument?
Dude, I'd whip my shit out right now for you.
What?
my trumpet right under the table.
Okay. You're a trumpet person? That's so basic. There's so many cool brass instruments. There's the saxophone.
That's actually a woodwind.
Yeah.
Shut your bitch ass up. That's brass. Saxophone, tuba. What's the trombone? There's a bugle, which is like a trumpet, but like with only one note or something. The French horn.
Well, it's not. Yeah, it's one note, but at different pitches. It's
Yeah.
really important.
No, at my summer camp, there was a guy who would always play the bugle to like mark like the start of the day, the end of the day, and when we're supposed to
Plays
switch
taps.
activities.
I
Plays
can play taps back in the day. It's
Yeah.
not that hard.
Colin, what's your favorite brass instrument?
My favorite brass instrument is definitely the French horn because it's the only circular instrument.
Oh, when you put it that way, it really makes you see things differently.
There are drums, but I get what you're saying. That's definitely a unique shape.
Yeah, it's the only like circular instrument that you can blow into and also have your hand inside.
What
You know,
about
and like having your hand inside it is like an important, like an integral part of playing the instrument.
And then your band director says, tongue faster.
Right. Your middle school band director says, please tongue faster and shove your hand further up there.
And then he says, Noah, you've already asked your question for the day.
And then throws a chair.
Did you play the French horn in middle school?
I did not, no.
You did not. Did you did do band, right?
I played the clarinet.
Oh, yeah.
I think there's actually a lot of circles in instruments. For
No.
example, a trumpet, it has a circle. A trombone has a circle.
Tuba's like a giant
Well,
circle.
actually, like all of them are circular.
Yeah.
They
But
all
they're,
have a
like, more
circular
of
They have a
Lies.
circular end, but the French horn literally goes in a
Goes in a
circle.
circle.
Right, it's a
Yeah.
whole circle.
What's a euphonium?
It's a
I'm
smaller tuba.
It's a small tuba. I think I just prefer tubas
Well,
to that.
a smaller tuba can play higher notes, which is cool.
What
A
if you want to play lower
flugelhorn?
notes?
This
Then
is
you
like
get
a.
a normal tuba.
This is something that would be in Deltarune. What's a flugelhorn?
All of my homies play the flugelhorn.
This is wait. What is this? It's like a more complex trumpet. Matthew, could you get a flugelhorn on screen?
Yeah, Matthew, pull that up.
Matthew has no idea what we're doing this.
Yeah, it's like a trumpet, but it's like bigger. Oh wait, there's a circle in it.
That's
It's an oval.
Yeah, more of an oval. Or a rounded
Or,
rectangle.
yeah. Is there a word for a rounded rectangle?
A square, a
What?
circle, circle.
A flumpet?
Go to Flumpit.
We need to go a flumpet.
Yeah,
what
you
the
got
fuck
it.
is that?
Flumpet.
That's
Yo.
just a trumpet.
No, it's like it's actually curves.
Yeah, it has a cool bottom.
It's like, is a coronet different from a trumpet?
That's what the Fleabos use.
the Fleabo misers.
The
use-
Fleabos play the flumpet.
Yeah.
No, go to cornet.
I feel like I've heard of a cornet.
It's just a trumpet.
Oh.
Trumpet.
This is
No, it just plays higher, right?
Yeah. I think it's an easier trumpet.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think I would have to agree with Colin that the French horn is probably the best one, just because I can't think of many annoying people in my life who play it. There's so many. Some people have ruined the trombone for me. The trumpet, I guess, it's fine.
Yeah, but they all think they're better than everybody else.
Oh, but the tuba players. I think tuba players are also chill.
Yeah.
I do like tuba players.
Oh, mine's the tuba. It's so big.
You like
I
big
like the
things?
tuba. I like that big thing. It's just so funny looking. You like wear it.
Yeah.
It's crazy. You can't wear a trumpet. You can't wear a trumpet.
wear a
What
trumpet.
about a sousaphone? I feel like you would like a sousaphone.
Pull up a sousaphone, Matthew. Pull it up. let the audience know. Oh no, go back. See what you typed in.
Let
See what you
the
typed in. The
audience
audience will spelled sousaphone SUZAPGONW. Suzap Ganwa.
Nobody got it. Got it.
It did
Sir,
get it,
I'm-
it did get
I'm
it.
good. Uh-oh.
This article has multiple issues. The examples and perspective in this article deal primarily with the United States and do not represent a worldwide view of the subject.
Why are
Jimmy,
sousaphones?
isn't Wikipedia supposed to mainly be for America and UK? Just like English speakers? Because
I don't
there's
know.
like Spanish Wikipedia,
Yeah.
German Wikipedia. So they can have their own versions.
But yeah, Charlie, you just for like marching band, you just wear it around you. I think that's like a cooler tuba.
That is cool. That is cool. And it's circular.
It's
Like
circular.
the French
Shit.
horns. It's an 8, but it's it is circular.
What is a
But-
contrabass bugle?
But you can also wear a trumpet
No.
if you're a man.
Yo. Contrabass bugle?
That's just like, how do they have enough strength to hold that?
They work out. They do shot put in the spring and this in the fall.
Wait, this is what they have to use for marching band.
No, I thought
no.
they used sousaphones.
No,
usually.
it says there that this is what tubas use.
Okay, for
Well-
our marching band, we used sousaphones, the tuba players.
Because they're cheaper and your school is broke.
We went to the same school.
Okay.
Will, what's your favorite brass instrument? Is it the trumpet?
Yeah, the trumpet. It's fun to play with.
Not to eat.
Not to eat.
None of these are fun to eat. They're made out of brass.
Or are they made out of cake?
Well, why do you look insane? You need to go check something?
No.
Oh, I just had a yummy breakfast of trombones and saxophones.
I ate a bagel for breakfast and then 2 bagels for lunch.
That's awesome.
Sounds pretty round, pretty circular.
Like a French horn.
Yeah, I guess.
Are there any bloods besides Diddy bloods?
Oh, I'm glad you asked, Charlie. I think that can take us to our next topic, where we talk about what the best and worst types of bloods are. Now, if you're not familiar with bloods, let me just give you some examples. There's Diddy bloods, which I feel like we could all agree are one of the worst bloods.
They're
But then
so bad.
Yeah, there's
What
also
they do to children is so fucked up.
named after P Diddy. So I don't think you want to be a Diddy blood. But there's also
Man, who's P Diddy?
we can't talk about him.
We can't.
No,
Is he
we-
suing people?
Yeah, he's gonna sue. The,
It hasn't been proven in court, so he might be innocent. He might have made a huge mistake.
You guys see Yeti and Bigfoot go to the Diddy trials on TikTok?
I
No.
think that was probably AI.
No, it was real.
I know Kanye went there and then walked out in 10 minutes because he was like, yeah, I made a mistake. He did that shit.
Which is why you don't want to be a Diddy blood.
which is kind of funny because wasn't he just like admitting that he did all that when he defended him and he just like didn't care?
Maybe.
At least he's honest. He was like, I touched my cousin when I was young. Cool, Kanye. Can you release
No, he
the
can
good
play like
Vulture songs?
insanity now. It like doesn't matter. He can just like say whatever he wants.
Kanye?
Yeah.
That's kind of true. Like, no
Play
one
insanity.
cares that he's like the most mentally unhinged person ever. Like, I saw all like Kirko and NFR podcasts are like, the 3 first songs off of Bully, Kanye's next album, are out now. And I'm like, I'm not listening to that. I was Kanye's biggest defender for a while, and I was like, nah, he needs a year to at least learn how to make good music again. This shit is not good.
So if you don't want to be a Kanye blood, you might want to be a Sigma blood. Now, a lot of you guys might be familiar with Sigma males, but I think a Sigma blood is a step higher because you're a blood. Who doesn't want to be a blood?
What is a blood? Is it like the gang?
Exactly. It's like the Crips and Bloods.
I hear YG rap about that sometimes, but Vince Staples I think is a Crip, and I think Vince Staples is better than YG. Can I be a Sigma Crip?
No, I think that makes you an Aura blood, actually.
Like Lucario?
Exactly.
Or
Who has
Playboy
aura?
Cardi? Or Bryson?
Exactly. Bryson is an Aura blood. He has so much aura. What other bloods are there? Mustard bloods. I think mustard blood is
Mustard on the
probably
beat,
the
ho.
best one because you
Yeah.
can be on the beat, ho. Am I right, fellas?
Am
That
I
was
right,
very
Matthew?
derogatory.
No, it's not.
There's like
Yes.
an old Ryan Higa video from 2014, How to Be Like Your Favorite Artist. Do you remember he included a part about DJ Mustard in that video?
No.
No.
He said Mustard always says Mustard on the beat ho at the start of all his songs. So if you want to be like him, just do that. Just say Mustard on the beat ho. And at the end, when he makes his own song, it starts off with Mustard on the beat ho.
Oh
Sounds
my
like
God.
Ryan Higa is a mustard blood, which would place him pretty high up on the blood rankings.
Could we make a tier list for bloods?
Yeah, I think just off the top of my head, mustard blood and Sigma bloods are probably the best.
Hmm. S tier.
S tier.
Diddy is
Sigma
F.
tier.
Yeah, Diddy bloods are F.
Kanye is C minus.
Aura bloods A. A for Aura.
Mm-hmm.
Or B for Bryson, honestly.
Okay, but like, are they aura farmers like Piccolo?
Yeah, I think they're basically, it's similar to Aura farming. The Aura bloods are Aura farming.
That's awesome.
What blood is Lancer from Deltarune?
Lancer from Deltarune kind of gives me anxiety blood, like the song Anxiety by Inoki.
No, Lancer's like the least anxious person in that game. You have like Noel, who's like a nervous wreck, and Chris, who like wants to kill us, even though we play as Chris. And Susie, no one's asked where Susie's parents are. Have you thought about that?
I think Susie's an orphan.
Is she? Is that like canon?
I don't know. I
Why
think
does she always move them?
it's a good question.
Anyway, as I'm saying, Lancer is like, I don't think he like gets sad when like, I don't know, he's like going to die in chapter 2 when he gets turned into stone. That's like the only time he gets sad the entire game.
You make a good point. I think I'd move him up to Sigma blood.
I think he's a Sigma blood.
Eli, is Anxiety the song that goes like, Anxiety, you got me?
Yeah, but I you can't sing it too much or else you get copyrighted. It's the one that goes like, but you didn't have to cut me off.
Oh. I always thought those were 2 separate songs.
Oh no,
Yeah,
it's
me
actually the
too.
same. Actually, like that one came
They
out
are.
after Anxiety.
No, Something in the Way, that was like a song in 2010, because the Random Tune Show used to use it as his intro music. You guys don't know who that is.
Something in the way.
But no, Something, You Didn't Have to Cut Me Off. Someone I
Oh.
used to know.
Yeah, Someone I Used to Know. That
Something-
came out after Anxiety.
No,
Because
that came out in 2010.
No,
I
no,
was
that
5
came out
years
like
old watching-
in 2025 after Dochi released the hit Anxiety.
No, you're wrong. Eli.
I have a new topic that maybe we should discuss, and that's
Please.
Eli's problem with lying.
This has been a thing since we met in the 3rd grade.
Not true.
Case in point, Eli just said that. What was the song?
Somebody that I used
Somebody
to know.
that I used to know came after the song Anxiety, which we all know actually sampled Somebody That I Used to Know, which came out before Anxiety.
Now, I don't really see the logic there, because how could they sample it if it hadn't have come out yet?
No, but that's my point, is that you're lying about that. And your lying really needs to end, because it's hurting people.
Let's pull up the
Susan
the
Nagala.
phone.
Like 2011.
That's when he was
Oh,
born.
it's this song?
That's
He's
when he
not
was born.
14.
That's
Gaultier is like nude in the video. He didn't just post CP to YouTube, dude.
what about the Nirvana baby?
Okay, that's a good point. The Nirvana baby's like trying to sue Dave Grohl now for like taking a
CP.
picture. Yeah, CP or something.
Wait, but when did Anxiety come out?
I don't know. Maybe 2011. People say Dochi was an industry plant, and that's like I feel like half true.
It's
But, like,
Anxiety Dochi.
She was like I knew about her in 2022. 'Cause
Oh
it
my
was,
god.
Like, Top Dog
2004.
just signed a new artist.
2004.
That's just 2024, guys. Let's all get our eyes checked. Will, didn't you get your eyes checked or something?
Oh, yeah. Basically, I just called up the eye doctor because I was like, I can't see shit while driving. Like, more than 20 feet in front of me. So, like, that's not good. And so I like, called them up. And then I was like, hey, also, I like see a flashing light in my left eye out of my peripheral vision sometimes. And so they're like, oh, you need to come in tomorrow, like right away. Because it can mean I'm having a stroke or something.
Oh wow.
Or like my retina detached from my eye. Because I
Mhm.
Googled it all to make sure that I knew what I was going into. Because that's the best idea to do.
Right.
And so I just went in there like, yeah, dude, it's nothing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's it.
But now they're sending me to the doctor because I keep this world spins sometimes. You know that?
I didn't know that. I think that's like what Jevil does from Deltarune. The world revolves around you.
I think we should maybe save Deltarune for a Toddler's Playground podcast, unironically.
Yeah.
We should actually talk about that. That might be entertaining for us.
I think that leads us into our sponsor for today's video, BetterHelp.
It's so funny how people all over YouTube take BetterHelp ads. Like you guys know that's a scam, right?
No.
Mhm.
It
I've
was
used
exposed
It's
as a scam in like 2018. It was like the one bad thing Philip DeFranco ever did was like help fund BetterHelp, like
Mm.
unknowingly advertise it in his videos without saying he had like a stake in it. And then also it came out that like they were just super unprofessional and like a lot of psychiatrists weren't actually psychiatrists or something or like
That's awesome.
yeah.
Was it
It's just-
cheaper at least?
I mean probably, but
Oh, that's good.
for people who can, I think you should just go to an actual therapist.
Well, wait, it says BetterHelp. I feel like that's gonna be better than a therapist.
Yeah.
That's how they get you, Eli. That's how they get you.
Rats.
And now you see like BetterHelp sponsors are everywhere. It's like people who should know. It's like I don't think Hassan Piker advertises it, but it's like people that like should be more skeptical of these things because they're like the ones who, the communities they were a part of called it out back in 2018. They're like still doing it.
I think YouTubers need to go back to getting sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. I think that was a great time in YouTube.
Is anyone
I would
still
agree with that.
internet historian?
Yeah.
He's like fled the internet.
What about Last War? The game that had like Homelander in it. Remember?
I memorized that commercial because I saw it so much.
So there's been a recent release. Really big release. Me and Eli went together. It was a really big deal. The Nintendo Switch 2.
Oh my gosh.
What an amazing night. My brother he said a slur, as some would say, to Samo.
For the audience listening at home, we'll just put slur in air quotes.
Yeah, but be more specific. Are we canceling your brother?
Yeah,
Ruining
of
his
course.
life before he graduates high school?
Okay, let's look it up. Is twink a slur?
Okay, never mind.
r/LGBT 15 Marvel Rivals ad. Twink isn't a slur.
Top 1% of
It's
comic.
like calling somebody a moron. It's like moron for gay people.
Yeah.
I feel like, that's the twink is.
Well, I think it's not necessarily moron because it can be also a positive thing for some people.
Like,
Yeah,
Timothy
so
Chalamet
moron is
yeah.
like a worse word than twink.
Yeah.
well, I
Do you
think
think Timothy Chalamet likes to be called a twink? Or do you think that when he's having sex with like the most richest and like wealthiest woman in the world, he's kind of wishing that his reputation still wasn't just skinny white boy that might be gay?
I
Like,
think
what more does he have
he
to
doesn't need
prove?
to worry about
He's
that.
into women. Date an ugly woman?
maybe.
Not look like a twink.
I think the reason Sam O doesn't like to be called a twink, he told me, is because twink is associated with younger guys, and he doesn't like being called like a boy.
Oh, like a boy toy.
Exactly,
Okay.
like
Right.
a boy toy.
Okay. I guess that's understandable.
I think you're not like us.
They're not like us. They're not like us. I love that song.
Oh, that one also has mustard in it.
Mustard on the Beto. Theo.
But basically, how do we feel about the new Donkey Kong game coming out?
Dude, it looks fire. I love some Donkey Day.
I watched the direct while I was at work on my lunch break, and I thought it looked really good. And then after work, I was like, yeah, I'll probably still wait to get it. I don't know if I need to get it right away, because it does look like a really huge game. I'm not sure if I'll have time for it, to be honest. I still don't have a Switch 2. I still need to get that and play Mario Kart World.
I love Mario Kart World. I would spend hours a day just sitting upstairs and just playing that.
That was me with Deltarune this past week. I've done 4 things in the past week. I watch True Detective in the morning, I go to work, I come back from work, edit a new Broly video, and I play Deltarune the rest of the day. That's how Monday through Thursday was.
I think Mario Kart has ruined my brain, unfortunately, because when I've been driving recently, I'll like go over like a small little hill and I'll be like, oh, I need a trick here. That's gonna give you a speed boost. Driving like a rail on the side or like there's a wall, like, oh my god, I can trick into that and wall ride it. Like,
Sometimes
so
I
cool.
keep like turtles in my car just so I can.
Oh, what color turtles do you use usually?
Usually red.
That's a good
Those
one.
are my
You
favorite.
paint their shells red, or you just find red
No,
shells?
they are red turtles.
That's
yes.
sweet.
Hmm.
I didn't know that.
Like Raphael.
Yes, exactly.
Unironically, have you guys ever like caught turtles?
Yeah, but like, I know my dad knows the difference between snappers and what's the other one? Like the colored turtles.
Painted turtles.
Yeah,
right?
painted turtles. Yeah, but I don't really know the difference by just looking at them, except for like maybe the stripes by the eyes are like colorful
Yeah.
for the painted turtles. But like, I try not to mess with them
Yeah.
and like, yeah.
You catch those like in South Carolina or something?
No, in my neighbor's yard because he's a big fisherman and they're just there.
Are there? I was gonna say I've caught so many turtles up in Michigan where
Mm-hmm.
my family has a lake house, and I've never seen a snapping turtle. I don't think. I'm not sure if they just don't have snapping turtles, or like maybe we have caught snapping turtles and we just were lucky.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah, one time there was a snapping turtle running in the middle of the street, but it was like 3 feet like wide, like around, and so it was just I like went out there with a shovel and like pointed it back to the pond.
no, that's nice of you.
Yeah, because I'm the goat.
That's kind of crazy. I feel like snapping turtles should be that's like a Florida thing. They shouldn't be in the Midwest.
Right.
We don't have crocodiles. We don't have big cats. Like the biggest animal we have is like I'll see a deer here once a year.
Turkeys are pretty scary.
Turkeys, I think. Do we have? I don't know if I've seen a turkey here.
We have turkeys at my house.
I've seen turkeys like in other states.
Minnesota.
Michigan, probably Wisconsin.
Mm-hmm.
Not here though.
Yeah, my dad was.
Middle East.
Middle East.
Israel.
My
Palatine.
dad got punched by a turkey one time, and left a bruise on his leg.
Punched.
Yeah, because it was at the front door, and he was with our dog trying to walk in. He tried to walk past it because he thought nothing would happen, and then it like took its wing and like slammed into him.
Wow.
Is that like the Looney Tunes character? Foghorn Leghorn?
I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's like a huge turkey.
Yeah, he's
right?
a huge turkey. That's what I'm imagining.
I thought
Why
he was
was
a
he
rooster.
so big? He might be a rooster.
Yeah, I thought he was a rooster.
I think, aren't they the same?
No, what? What are you talking about?
Matthew, pull it up.
Matthew, pull up a turkey.
No. Pull up the rooster tooster, whatever his name
Yeah,
is.
first
Foghorn
result. No,
Leghorn.
first result.
Foghorn Leghorn.
Don't search up the turkey definition. Why are you?
This is a
searching-
fucking turkey.
Yeah.
Okay, now pull up Foghorn Leghorn.
Fog. What is it?
Horn.
This was Mevin's Odyssey
Yeah, he's a-
favorite character.
That is not a turkey.
That's not a fucking turkey. It's a fucking rooster.
Okay, then how is
Yeah, it's a rooster.
this guy's gonna fucking punch your dad though, right?
No,
This
he's
guy
just- he's
should
just-
not punch his dad. It would be so much more injured if Foghorn Leghorn punched the dad.
No, that's my dad's like favorite character.
Really?
I mean, he thinks he's really funny how he talks
I feel like this character's probably racist.
to Southern people.
I don't know. I like weren't all cartoons back then racist?
Dude, you want to know something crazy I found out? In 1968, like, while the civil rights movement was, like, effectively still happening, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was, some stuff most of the stuff had happened already, but, like, the Black Panthers were still around. They banned 11 Looney Tunes cartoons for being too racist from forever airing again. How bad were they that in 1968 they were banned?
Did you see the one where like Daffy Duck like salutes Hitler?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I know there's a Donald Duck one that's like.
Yeah, he did the same thing.
There's
there.
a lot of Hitler one, but that was
Yeah.
to make fun of Hitler, is what.
Yeah, because Walt Disney was Jewish.
No, it was like a American
He was.
propaganda film, and they
Was he
had,
really?
Yeah. I
No,
think
he
so.
hated Jewish people.
I thought he was
That
Jewish.
was Henry Ford.
No.
who hated
Yeah.
Jewish people. Henry Ford
No,
was
well-
like. He
Matthew,
was
pull it up.
like Nick Fuentes.
I thought Walt Disney was like a like a Israel supporter.
See, you don't know, because a lot of rich people in the 1940s
God.
were anti-Semitic and kind of had a side with America just because we kept getting bombed. I guess we only got bombed once in World War II, but
You
you
guys
know what I
watching
mean.
this? You guys watching this?
Hey, don't, Matt. Did Walt Disney anti-Semitic is what Will searched up, and
Is he
anti-Semitic
Jewish, though?
was spelled wrong.
No, that's right. There is no definitive proof that Walt Disney was an anti-Semite, but there is evidence, or there's like in his work in associations as evidence of anti-Semitism. So that's cool, I guess. I don't know. But
So back to turkeys. I think another adjacent animal could be like rodents or other types of rodents, like raccoons. Why haven't we domesticated them yet?
That's what I'm saying. Raccoons are so friendly looking that I feel like they should be pets.
I think they can be. I think there's on like a small scale they have started to be domesticated.
Mhm.
And I don't know why we're like Lil Pump will buy a tiger and own the tiger now. It's like they actually have owned the raccoon as a pet and like take care of it, and it won't ever attack it, the owner.
right, my dad had raccoons as a kid.
Yeah.
He did?
Yeah, he had 3 raccoons because my grandpa cut down a tree, and there was raccoons there without a
Mhm.
mom. So he's like, okay, I'll bring them home to my wife,
Oh.
who loves animals.
Mhm.
And like just has animals all the time, and like she helped rehabilitate them until like they were able to fend for themselves and go back into the wild.
I feel like raccoons are like a very useful pet too. You know how like dogs can like sniff out something, like raccoons can like go and find something like in a garbage can, for instance.
Yeah.
Like if your mom threw out a dildo and you wanted to find it, you would probably send your pet raccoon to go scour the garbage can.
But also, they can fish. They're really good at fishing.
Exactly.
I think that would be a better use for them.
You don't
for
have to
looking
cook
for
dinner
dodos.
with
Well,
Head
but I
raccoon.
feel like I would personally find it more useful if they were looking for dildos.
Okay.
I wouldn't. What? Why do you need so many dildos for?
No, not so many dildos, just one dildo
Oh.
in particular.
And then you get rid of the raccoon.
Right.
You release it back into the wild and it keeps looking for dildos because that's what it's trained to do.
So I think I misinterpreted the question. I was thinking like domesticated as like a farm animal. I was thinking
Oh.
that could be like a new meat source, right?
Okay,
No!
no.
I have a question, really important.
Mhm.
I wanted these pair of shoes, and my mom called them gay. And I was wondering, are they gay?
Those shoes?
Yeah.
They're just purple.
Yeah, exactly.
I would say they're lavender more than
Yeah,
they're
they're lavender.
They're lavender.
But it's not gay, right?
No.
No. I think when I was a little kid, I thought purple was a really girl color.
Yeah.
But then I turned like 6. So,
Oh, it took me a lot longer to realize.
yeah,
Maybe,
it
like-
happens.
19?
Okay, I have a question similar. So, this shirt,
Yeah.
guys don't like that pink when they wear it to be called pink, right?
Yeah.
They're usually like, oh no, this is salmon.
But
I feel like
not salmon.
this is not salmon, this is just pink.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
just pink.
I've had pink shirts before and I've just called them pink.
Yeah, me too.
Some people are very insecure about that though.
Yeah.
And they're always
But they
like,
still wear
no,
it.
it's salmon.
Like Will's mother.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly. I
Will's
feel like
mother
Will's
is a
mom.
guy who can't admit when he, I guess, is wearing a pink shirt.
I don't know.
Next episode.
You don't know the gender of your mom?
Not really.
Is Will's mom.
Is Will's mom
Oh my-
trans?
Or does she just like pink shirts?
She does like pink shirts.
See, my thing is like, why are colors ever gendered? You know?
Well, like-
Marketing.
Yeah, marketing.
I genuinely think that's where it comes from, right?
Yeah, the boys section is blue and then the girls section is pink.
Yeah. Blue's Clues broke that mold, though, because blue is a girl and magenta is a boy.
Mm.
I think that...
Blue was a girl?
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Was it magenta or was it periwinkle?
Oh, Periwinkle, yeah.
I thought they were both girls. Is what I remembered.
Periwinkle's a man.
And I didn't even know like Blue spoke. Does she speak? I guess she does. She doesn't speak. That's not even.
Was
how
Steve a
dogs-
girl?
Steve was a...
Steve from
Well,
Minecraft?
I don't...
No,
Maybe-
Steve from Blue's Clues.
Oh.
You remember all those like dark theories that like Steve like killed somebody?
Yeah.
So he had to leave?
Like Barney.
There's one for Steve. I thought there was one for Nightmare on Elm Street, but I think that's just like the plot of the movie was that Freddy was like a child molester who got burned, and that's why he like did that all that. But like Arthur had a really dark one. The cartoon Doug, there's like some super fucked up one I read. I think I blocked it from my memory.
There's this really interesting theory with Ed, Ed, and Eddie.
I was about to
actually.
bring that one up. The Ed and Eddie purgatory theory.
So the band theory states that the 3 kids living in the cul-de-sac are actually in a like purgatory type state.
They are.
Mm.
And
There's so much clues.
Is there any evidence to this?
there's actually an episode where Ed, Ed and Eddie are dead.
They have purple tongues
Oh,
because
mm.
your tongue becomes purple when you die. I've seen dead bodies, so I know that from the car crash videos you showed me back in December.
No, they never show the bodies.
Yeah.
That would get them taken off of
They
YouTube.
always say they lived and that everybody was okay.
Right.
Yeah. They also like all the kids are like from a different era because it's like the CBS show Ghosts where all the ghosts are from a different era, and so one is like a modern day Boy Scout leader, another one is like the Alexander Hamilton clothes. It's like that's Ed and Eddie. It's purgatory.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense.
So, as we come to an end, we should discuss a podcast name.
Should we read the ones I come up with? Before this episode, Will made us all write podcast names, and the only person to write anything was me, who wrote 6. And Colin told me immediately he didn't like any of them. So my ideas were queer baiting, the closet, the asylum, monkey business, trans inclusive radical misogyny, and dark woke.
I actually do like Monkey Business.
Unfortunately, I do agree with that, even though
Mhm.
it's the least funny. It also, I think, makes the most sense if we do this long term and not just for today.
Mhm.
So why doesn't dark woke work?
I feel like it would be pretty. We want to let like someone else take dark woke. Like
That's
we
true,
want
yeah.
like Adam Friedland to be dark woke. We are someone else.
I also feel like that implies that we're like a political podcast. You know.
Right.
We could be like the Israeli podcast.
We
or
did.
something.
Our second topic was Israel.
Yeah, that's right.
We are kind of political. We're just really confusing in our politics and no one can decipher it. So we're not really dark woke because we'd clearly be liberals. But we're actually all flagrant racists. We're not.
I don't know. We could do Purgatory.
The Purgatory podcast.
That's not a bad idea.
Because this feels like hell.
Purgatory
This doesn't-
theory.
We all come from different eras, and
Is
all of
there
our
a-
tongues are purple.
Ed has one.
Ed
Will
has
has 1D. Colin has 2Ds. Charlie has 3Ds. Eli has 4Ds.
Now you
Now you know! Now you know! We should show them that video. It's pretty scary, but
Yeah, the Ed, and Eddie.
that should be our outro theme. Well, we get copyright strike
By the Porcelain Pal Collective.
Yeah, we might. You'll have to DM them if it's okay.
Yeah, I agree with Will. This doesn't feel like hell, but it feels
It's
like
like
somewhere in
purgatory.
between.
Yeah.
Purgatory, we could also be Limbo. Let's check to see if there's like
Limbo.
anyone that's taken those names.
But then we would have to do the
What's,
hit
uh,
game Limbo.
I don't think those guys care that much about it. Didn't the people who made Limbo made another game that like
Oh
we
my
got
God.
even bigger? right?
No.
Oh.
Wait, pull that up, man.
That's my-
How,
that's
how
about like
big
the
is it
afterlife.
though? They have one
One
5-star review.
Yeah.
It's updated weekly. Oh shit! One day ago.
Where's the video?
Blu-ray.
Where's how many people who watch it? Does it not say on Apple?
They don't want you to feel bad about yourself. You get low views.
They have 78 episodes. They have to be getting some like traction.
Oh yeah, it was Inside. And Inside, I think, maybe was bigger than Limbo. It was more critically acclaimed.
We could just be Purgatory podcast without the.
Mm-hmm.
Purgatory Theory. That could be our name too.
Died Purgatory.
Comedy. It's a comedy podcast. Fuck.
No, but it's about. I am the host of your own afterlife, but I also have my own stuff going on. It's not all about you.
Let's get off this. We're not the Purgatory podcast. I think Purgatory Theory could work.
It's like
Like-
game theory.
There's the one I came up with before we started recording called Extra Large. That might be a good one.
Oh, I like extra
Yeah.
large. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or Monkey Business too.
Extra large purgatory monkey business.
That's too complicated. We'd never get more than 2 views with just that.
I think extra large is pretty good.
We could do Clow for our names.
Clow?
Yeah.
The C from
Oh,
Colin, the L
right.
from Charlie, the O. Okay, so the O has to be from Colin.
The
C
O for
has to be
Samo.
from me.
Oh.
The Eli, it gets the L, and W from Will.
Yeah, Clow.
Armstrong and Getty extra large interview. There's no
I think we're
extra
safe.
large.
I think we're
Yeah,
safe.
yeah.
Yeah, we're good.
I mean, this is if I guess the lunch club guys were actually sent a cease and desist by Gwyneth Paltrow for trying to use the name Goop. They were a lot bigger at that point.
Yeah.
We're probably gonna have 3 listeners. It's gonna be Roger if I tell him about this, Samo if we ask him to watch it, and then like Thomas or something.
I don't think Thomas will watch it.
Well, what if we talk about the Thomas topic?
No, I
have
don't
you
think
have
we
you
can talk
told
about that.
this to anyone
What?
that you're doing this podcast?
My parents, Samo and Isaiah,
Your brother?
my brother.
I think I told Theo about it. Maybe Theo will watch it, listen to it
Yeah.
while he's doing Smash Bros.
But we still have a little bit of time. Do we want to do one last topic?
So we're definitely the extra large podcast.
I think we're the extra large
I'm
podcast.
down for that
I like
shit.
it, yeah.
Yeah.
Saving Delt's doing for Toddler's Playground.
Do we want to talk about Yuvan?
Oh, we have to talk about Yuvin.
Yuvin Morosini. For those of you who don't know, this man, he was 4 years old at the time of his debut. He was on Canada's Got Talent, and
He just tried to spell Canada with 2 N's. Matthew was tweaking.
and
Yuvin.
You, man.
he's been turned into a little meme, because
This pickup.
one of the hosts, what's the guy's name?
Howie Mandel.
Howie Mandel. He happens to say that he's the youngest person who ever has gone on Canada's Got Talent, but many people cut off the part where he says Canada's Got Talent, so it just says that he's the youngest person ever, which people find very humorous.
Because he's not.
He is, in fact, not, because he is 4 years old.
Wait, are you kidding me?
I thought we all just stopped giving birth.
You've been fucking lying to me about him being the youngest
Wait,
person
hold on. I have evidence, right?
That he is the youngest
On
person
his
ever.
Instagram.
Oh, okay. You've been stacking up 4-year-olds' Instagram.
No, see, that's the thing. He's not just 4 years old. He started out, it says, when he was 2 years old, which is, in fact, younger than 4 years old.
No, but he grew up. He's still the youngest person ever because there's no one birthed after him. Right?
Right, but the
If
youngest
I
person
ever
ever was actually 2
Get a
years old.
wife and have a baby with her. As soon as the baby pops out, I'm gonna look at it and say, "You are the youngest person. You are the youngest person ever, Eddie."
And then, what's really humorous about it is sometimes they play the Instagram Reel sound effect after it.
That was
Send
pretty
me
good.
some reels. I'll put them at the end of the video.
Yeah, of course.
Sometimes they put like lasers in everyone's eyes. Sometimes they make the judges instantly X Yuvin, and like AI filters make him start crying. When he runs off the stage at the end of the video, it kind of looks AI
It
generated.
does.
Mhm.
He's only 4 years old. He doesn't really know how to move yet. So he's just kind of doing what he thinks is right in the moment. And that's how we get the kind of like scared little like hustle off.
Mm-hmm.
I think, like, in the comment section of the YouTube video, where, like, the original YouTube video, somebody made a great point. Like, he's not even gonna remember this. Like, he
I
is
think he would. I
so
think he
young,
would.
in fact, the youngest ever, that he, like, will not even remember this experience. Like, what's even the point of putting him on the
Well,
show?
I remember big experiences from when I was 3. And like,
No, you don't.
Yeah, I fucking do.
I
No,
actually
you don't.
yeah, I do.
Name one experience.
My brother being born, I plowed his motherfucking ass right as soon as he was born.
What?
Should have dropped him there.
You fucked your newborn brother in the ass?
Kanye?
No!
I heard plowed. Like you.
No, I fucking hold his bitch ass motherfucking ass as soon as he got out of.
You held his ass?
Held his whole body.
Oh, okay.
Like his ass.
How old was he?
I don't know, like maybe 20 minutes old?
That's a fucking lie.
You can hold something at that age?
Wait, no, it wasn't. It was when I was allowed in, he was in the ICU first. And then when he got back.
ICU.
P.
That's like the eye cup.
Yes.
Gets me every time.
Now, what Yuvin also does is he sings I'm on vacation.
Every single day because I love my occupation.
A.
Which is funny.
That sounds like a Young Thug song. Where he goes, "Ay." I was listening to it on the car ride over. Cartier Gucci scarves. Matthew, pull it up.
What's
Go
that
to the
SoundCloud?
Genius lyric. See if Ian pull up where he goes, "Ay."
What is it, green? Oh, okay.
It's the album cover.
You ever heard of green humor, buddy?
No? What is that?
We're saving the lolcow discussion for the next podcast. That's the next topic. We
Is
talk
Fallen
about.
Chungus a lolcow?
He is, and he's kind of more like Actually, I would consider him to be kind of not maybe a bad person, but an unpleasant person. I'm gonna take a bar, Lil Peep. Did he just diss Lil Peep for overdosing? I've never caught. Do the Genius click on that. What did he mean by that?
A
I'm on vacation.
reference to Lil Peep dying of an overdose.
What the fuck? I've been listening to a Lil Peep diss track all this time. Why the fuck did he say that? Why did he say I'm Justin Bieber'd up?
What does yellow bust in my cheeks say? I mean,
2
2
milligrams
milligrams
Xanax, yeah.
Xanax.
I'm gonna take a bar of little peep.
Hey.
Oh, they even have a picture.
I think it's a Pez.
Oh yeah, hey, I'm gonna take a bar of little peep. Hey, yo, school bust in my cheeks. Hey,
I'm on vacation.
hey.
And he
And a little
also
workout. Hey.
is gonna use his money to buy an ambulance.
How big is the ambulance?
The biggest ambulance you've ever seen.
Wow.
Which is really stupid, because why would he want that?
All right, Yuvin, it's time to hear him sing. Matthew, pull it up.
yeah.
When are we gonna get sponsors?
Like BetterHelp?
What's the YouTube money range? Like you have to have.
You have to have 1,000 subscribers.
1,000 now?
And 4,000 total watch hours.
Oh my god.
Which, to be fair, if we're doing a podcast, that wouldn't be too hard to hit.
Stop.
So who is that? The black guy.
I have
He has
no
such
idea.
weird hair.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
And I feel like I should know who that is. Howie, Lily, Trish, and what's the last one? I can't see.
Tim Horton. Doesn't have a name.
What is your name?
My name is Ewan Veracity.
How old are you?
Are we gonna play this video in its entirety? That might get us copyright claim.
On Canada's Got Talent.
We'll just play until he starts singing.
Yeah.
So Ewan, what is your job?
My job is to sing.
The overreaction is crazy.
$1,000,000?
I will buy a big ambulance.
Oh.
Time to hear you sing! Sing along with them. Cardinal? Hey, hey, I'm on vacation every single day, cause it's my occupation. Hey, 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 on vacation.
God, he sucks. He's so bad.
I'm just lying down upon my enemy.
He's just sitting in there.
He's so offbeat. Is this the outro? Should we just make this the outro? Do the outro right now so you don't get claimed.
Okay, everybody, thank you for watching our first podcast of the Extra Work Podcast. This is fucking awesome, and this will be coming every week, coming every single week. We'll be coming for you every single week.
Oh god.